The next question that comes up is regarding the test series. कि एक तो the first thing is, do we really have to take test series? See, tests or test series is very important for the sake of giving the civil service exam. Why this is so? Because it is a national level exam, there's a lot of competition, and आपको पता रहना चाहिए कि आपका क्या standard है in your preparation. You have to know where you stand, and that only test could tell you. Simple test if you're giving at a personal level, it will tell you कि how much you are prepared for that topic, आप कितना समझ चुके हैं उस पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक को. अगर आप कोई टेस्ट सीरीज़ लेते हैं जो ऑल इंडिया लेवल पे आपको इवेलुएट करती है, जज करती है, then you will be able to understand that what is your standard at the national level if you're taking such kind of a test series. In any case, writing tests or giving or subscribing for test series is very important. That's one thing. Now moving on to the part ki when to start, when do we take a test series or when do we start doing tests. Now in some of my videos, I'll again repeat what I said. See, there are two parts to this exam. One is about studying, the other is about attempting the paper. So what I did was, every single day when I was preparing, also when I was not in a position to write full length tests, I used to solve at least 5-10 questions of prelims in a day, and I used to write 1 or 2 answers for mains. Now उससे क्या होता है, आपका एक प्रैक्टिस जो होता है कि अटेम्प्ट कैसे करना है, हाउ आर यू राइटिंग द पेपर, हाउ आर यू अटेम्प्टिंग द क्वेश्चन, दैट practice somehow comes naturally, that you are reading the question twice, then you are writing the answer, or you are reading the question once for the prelims and then you are reading the MCQs, how are you planning to attempt. So all of these things you will learn day by day. That thing will not happen overnight. So take your time, do that test. When it comes to the test series, I will tell you my personal experience, how I did it. So while I was preparing, I took the test series for mains from the this one, the GS Score. iscore.in is their website, GS Score is the institute. There I took the test series for mains. So that program started a year earlier, in about, I think, October 2017. Every Sunday there used to be a test on the static part, and so I used to write that 3-hour test every Sunday. I never in earlier cases कभी भी मैं अपना पेपर टाइम पे कंप्लीट नहीं कर पाती थी, लेकिन since I was writing every Sunday, थोड़ा सा I could practice answer writing a lot, and that really helped me, I think. So that was about mains. That test series ended, I think, in about January, Feb. I stopped writing because I felt I should concentrate now on my prelims examination. So that was it. When it comes to then prelims again, what tests should you take and what you have to do. I took up this online program for the IS Baba, the AIPTS. I have mentioned it earlier also. I took that, and I kept giving tests again whenever I found time. Any one particular weekday or on Sunday, I used to give those tests. Abhi, if you are sometimes I was not able to afford all the tests, I was not able to give that fees. So if that is happening with you, you can just contact the photocopiers in Delhi. They'll give you the photocopy delivered at your doorstep. You have to pay them a small amount for the test copies, and whatever tests are going on in Delhi, they'll deliver you. So that is an affordable way to reach out to those tests. But in any ways, you have to take tests. That is really important in whatever form you take. If you take the photocopy, it will just be a little delayed, but it will be available. So you can go through the test in that manner. And all in all, giving test is very important, because when you give tests, you are able to understand the format of the exam. आप उतना वक्त देते हैं, उतने वक्त बैठते हैं, थोड़ा एक सिमुलेशन इफेक्ट भी हो जाता है. So for essay also, I took the test series at Vision, and you can find my copies there. And for sociology, I took at Vision. So ऐसे करके मैंने कहीं कहीं से जितना भी जहाँ से मुझे अच्छा लगा, I took the test series. And tests really help us. This topic was about tests, and I'll say yes, it's important, you should be taking it. Another question that really comes up to all of us when we start the CSE preparation is the question about a coaching. Now, this question is really common, and it came to my mind as well. So, I will tell you how I have come to realize the importance of coaching and what kind of role it might play in your preparation. See, what happens is, when we start the CSE preparation, we have a very little idea about what things are going on. So if it that is so with you, you don't have much idea about what this exam is all about. Sometimes we might have a lack of guidance with regard to the material which might be referred to the for this exam, or sometimes we don't have much of an understanding ki kaise, how do you approach an answer, a writing, yeah, how do you approach a topic. So you know, coaching in that initial phase of your preparation can help you out to make a sense out of the chaos. जो भी इतना सारा मार्केट में रहता है, सब रहता है, उसमें एक सेंस आपको समझ में आता है कि हाँ ये चीज़ें हैं। थोड़ा सा आपके प्रेपरेशन में एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ला सकता है। ठीक है, दैट कैन हैपन इफ़ यू जॉइन एनी क्लास और समथिंग। कई बार ऐसा होता है, मैनी स्टूडेंट्स फील दैट इफ़ समबडी टीचेस द वेरी सेम टॉपिक विच दे कुड हैव रेड एट होम, फिर भी अगर कोई उनको पढ़ा देता है तो दे अंडरस्टैंड इट वेरी वेल, दे अंडरस्टैंड इट वेरी वेल इफ समबडी टीचेस देम। सो दैट इज़ सम, किन किन लोगों का ऐसा होता है। तो आई व्हाट आई वुड से इज़ पर्सनली, you know, don't take coaching as the ultimate thing that will help you to crack this exam. You know, any coaching is going only to be your guide. It'll only be a something that will show you the path. ठीक है, अल्टीमेटली यू हैव टू वॉक ऑन दैट पाथ, उस पाथ पे चलना आपको है। क्योंकि इस बात को समझना बेहद ज़रूरी है दैट सो मेनी पीपल, यू नो, थाउजेंड्स ऑफ पीपल टेक कोचिंग, थाउजेंड्स ऑफ देम, you know, hundreds of them give the test, hundreds of them do that, but all of them don't make it. So maybe there's some issue with this. So don't take, if you take coaching, understand the limitations of coaching. Coaching will give you the guidance, they'll provide you the basic material, but you have to study on your own. You have to study those things coming back home. You have to go through the entire material, read it twice, write your own answers. तो ये सब काम जो है ये आपको खुद को करना है। कोचिंग कोई एक वो नहीं है बिल्कुल, एक क्या कहते हैं ना, गारंटी नहीं है कि आप इसको एग्ज़ाम को क्रैक कर सकते हैं। इसलिए कोचिंग को एटीट्यूड, उसी एटीट्यूड से लीजिए कि इट्स ओनली गोइंग टू बी अ गाइड, इट्स ओनली गोइंग टू बी माई सपोर्ट, कि इफ़ आई नीड सम हेल्प आई कैन टेक इट, but ultimately it is going to be your own hard work, your own preparation that will allow you to sail through this exam. Okay, now coming to what to take and what not to. So it's very important that you yourself go to that place, find out ki what kind of faculty members are teaching, okay, then what kind of material is there, okay, and don't keep so many limits. What I did was, since I did not go to Delhi, सो मुझे जो भी ऑनलाइन या कहीं से भी मिल जाता था अच्छा मटेरियल, या मुझे लगता था कि नहीं ये वाला जो टेस्ट है, ये बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है, ये लेना चाहिए, तो आई यूज़ टू सब्सक्राइब टू इट। या तो इधर आई यूज़ टू सब्सक्राइब इट ऑनलाइन, नहीं तो फिर उसका फ़ोटो कॉपी आई यूज़ टू आस्क फॉर फ्रॉम द फोटो कॉपियर्स ऑफ डेली। सो ऐसा करके आई सम हाउ मैनेज्ड। सो इट इज़ टोटली ऑन डिपेंड्स ऑन यू, इट्स योर ओन डिस्क्रिशन। आई जस्ट से दैट विच एवर प्लेस यू टेक, just plan it very carefully. If you are attending classes, then please attend classes very in a focused manner, concentrate on all the material which is being provided, and try and also take out time for your self study, so that you can collate all the topics that are being taught there. So that is what advice I would like to give regarding the coaching part. Now there was one question related to the sociology book list that that I had mentioned the IGNOU material, Indira Gandhi National Open University material, and students were asking like it is very bulky and how to move about. So yes, I do understand that the IGNOU material is very bulky. So that is why I would say कि please move topic wise. You don't have to read all the BA, all the MA material. No, please move topic wise. See, in this exam, you will not get just one source, you will get one source कि हाँ यहाँ से पढ़ लो पूरा हो जाएगा. No, थोड़ा सा आपको मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी, थोड़ा सा you will have to work out कि exactly what fits into my preparation puzzle. ठीक है, you are not going to get things on platter. थोड़ा सा you will have to work hard. So just take one topic. Suppose you are studying caste, ठीक है, or you are studying religion. Fine, now go to that BA thing, just do Control F, find out where there is religion mentioned in the topic, open those chapters, just glance through them. If you think there's enough important point, read it. If you feel no, it's not important, no, it's not much relevant, leave it. See, ultimately it's going to be your own decision how to add value to your preparation. How do you add value to your notes? IGNOU is bulky, I do understand, but IGNOU is also important for a lot of topics. It can be your base material. So you can take help from there. बाकी इग्नू के अलावा यू हैव वन मोर सोर्स एज आई हैड ऑल्सो मैंशन देयर एंड आई फॉरगॉट टू एम्फसाइज इट मच. EPG पाठशाला which is there, please go there. EPG पाठशाला के जो notes हैं, the notes out there are in an advanced condition. They have their lectures and there's a proper explanation which is given. So I found it much more useful than the simple IGNOU, the books that we download from the internet. So you can go to that EPG pathshala also, and probably the categorization is also good and the quality of material is also really good in EPG pathshala. You can see it from there. Now there's another question coming up ki now I'm in school and I want to crack this exam, or I want to give the civil service exam while I go to the college or something like that. So for people who are students who are there in school right now, my dear friends, school life is very very important. You don't have to think about such big exam while you're in 8th 9th 10th 11th. Please, you have to focus on your school life. There are a couple of quick points which I will tell you. Number one, please also focus on your co-curricular activities while you are in school. Why am I saying this? That I believe that it is the school which makes us into what we are as a person. So while you're getting chance to speak on in front of the stage, while you're getting chance to sing, to dance, or to do some art and craft activity, please do all that stuff in school to the fullest level, and groom your personality, groom how you are able to speak, you're communicating, how you are working in a team, cooperation, discipline. Learn all those things in your school very nicely. Participate in co-curriculars apart from your studies, also do that. And still, if you feel that no, I'm in school and I really want to give this exam, or this is something that I want to do in life, then I would only suggest two things. Number one, please glance through the daily newspaper every day. Just find out. You don't have to read any single book of UPSC civil service exam, any book that anybody is telling ki this book is important and he or she is reading for the exam. You don't have to read it in school. Please read your subject books, whatever you are reading. Along with it, you can read the newspaper. ठीक है ना. फाइंड आउट व्हाट इज़ हैपनिंग. थोड़ा देख सकते हैं क्या चल रहा है समाज में, क्या बातें चल रही हैं, हु इज़ डोनाल्ड ट्रम्प, व्हाट इज़ हैपनिंग, कैसे नई गवर्नमेंट बनती है, हाउ आर इलेक्शंस हैपनिंग. जस्ट फाइंड आउट सच थिंग्स दैट आर देयर अराउंड यू. Just be much more aware. And the second thing, thoda sa you can look at the maps. You can find out, go for the geography part, thoda sa maps, because these are things which never change, right? So please go through the maps, find out boundaries, how many districts do you have in your state, such things, such common GK things you can be doing. But apart from that, you don't have to read any books, you don't have to do anything else. Please focus on your school studies and enjoy your school life. Another question which I think is very important and which is very relevant for me also was, how do we prepare along with the college, or how do we prepare if we are working? See, while we are in college, now I also prepared, major part of my preparation was while I was in college. So that is a very good time to start, because you are a part of an institution, organization, and then you have have a kind of a security there. While you graduate, after you graduate, you're just open up into a world of opportunities and difficulties. तो सही टाइम है. लेकिन कैसे पढ़ना है, तो आई जस्ट टेल यू. नंबर वन, पढ़ना है तो पढ़ना है यार. टाइम ज़्यादा नहीं मिलता है सच में. देर आर टाइम्स व्हेन यू गेट रियली टायर्ड, यू हैव टू स्टडी फॉर योर कॉलेज एग्जाम्स. फर्स्ट थिंग्स फर्स्ट, डोंट टेक अ नेगेटिव एटीट्यूड दैट हाउ विल आई डू इट, आई वोंट बी एबल टू डू इट. नो, बी पॉजिटिव अबाउट एनीथिंग दैट यू आर टेकिंग एज एन एंडेवर. बी पॉजिटिव अबाउट हाउ यू विल बी अप्रोचिंग इट. दैट्स फर्स्ट पॉइंट. सेकेंड थिंग, थोड़ा सा स्मार्ट वर्क करिए. प्लानिंग पे थोड़ा फोकस कीजिए. आई एक्सटेंसिवली फोकस्ड ऑन प्लानिंग. व्हाट आई डिड वाज, व्हेनेवर माय कॉलेज एग्जाम्स यूज्ड टू कम, then I always used to divide my days. 1 or 1.5 month before, I used to divide my days and the number of chapters. I used to assign one day for each chapter and cover it there. I used to make small notes which was given in my college syllabus, and I used to read from there. ऐसा करके थोड़ा सा you have to plan properly for your college exams, and if you do that, then I don't think that undergraduate level is a very difficult level that you cannot manage your studies apart from it. That is one thing. And squeeze out as much time as you can from wherever you can, है ना. See, if you are already juggling two things like going to the college or working and then managing your studies, then you have your hands full. So please stay away from activities which will waste your time, like you're going for some extra class, some extra something, taking out 2-3 hours a day or 1 or 2 hours. Please don't do that. Avoid such things where you can reduce time. है ना. That's why I stayed away from social media, because I was not able to manage that thing together. If it happens with you, you can do the same. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट आई वॉज टॉकिंग अबाउट स्क्वीजिंग आउट टाइम, कि कैसे टाइम निकालना है कुछ भी करके. जैसे मुझे कॉलेज जाने में इट टुक मी हाफ एन आवर. सो वाइल आई वॉज कम्यूटिंग गोइंग टू द कॉलेज, आई यूज टू रीड हाफ द एडिटोरियल्स. वाइल आई वॉज कमिंग बैक, आई यूज टू रीड हाफ ऑफ द एडिटोरियल्स. फिर क्लासेस के बीच में कभी, इफ़ देयर इज़ अ क्लास विच इज़ वेरी if it's not very much engaging, or nothing is being taught, if it's a free class, then I used to study my exam. I used to study the newspaper or any such topic which I feel I had to study that day, which I had planned. ठीक है, ऐसे करके you will have to squeeze out time from your life. See, and another thing which I will say also for the people who are working right now, see, you have to prioritize your life, exactly what you want to do in your life. uh, uh, I mean, I would just say that there are people who are spending so much time preparing for it, and you have to compete with them. So while you are engaged in other activities, you have to be honest with your study time. Whatever time you're giving it, please give it your whole. Please don't prepare for the sake of preparation. If you have really entered into preparation, then उतना वक्त आपको honestly देना पड़ेगा, and आप दे सकते हैं. There are a lot of people who are doing it along with the college, along with being working in a company. So it is possible, but थोड़ा सा you have to work on smart planning. Number 2, you have to squeeze out maximum time from wherever you can. Number 3, थोड़ा दिमाग को प्रायोरिटाइज़ करना है. होता क्या है, it used to happen whenever the college exam used to come, I used to feel a lot of stress initially. फिर बाद में I told myself कि यार, what is my priority in my life, what exactly am I aiming to do. So I was like ठीक है, chill है, it's okay, it's not very much important if थोड़ा इधर उधर मार्क्स मेरे हो जाते हैं उन एग्ज़ाम्स में. तो ऐसे you have to convince your brain also, convince your mind also कि what exactly is important for me. But while then you are preparing for your civil service exam, please, you have to be completely dedicated towards it, whatever time that you're taking out, and it is possible. So you can follow the internet, you can join some weekend batch. Aajkal there's weekend batches of many institutes in different cities. Then there is online material that I have already referred to in the previous clip. So these things can help you out if you are in a college or if you're working. Okay, then there's another question related to where my copies are and how do you see my answers. So whatever answers that I have written for my GS mains, they have been uploaded on the website of isco.in under toppers copies. You can find it there. You can find out initially how my handwriting was a little bit different, and later on how I changed it, or somehow it changed on its own, how my writing quality also had changed. So it's like a good growth thing that you can see in my answers there. And apart from that, my essay copies and my sociology copies you'll find out on the website of Vision IS. So these two places is where you can access my answer copies and see exactly how I have written. This will give you a basic idea of how I proceeded with answer writing. Now I'm also planning to work out something specially related to answer writing, where I could which I can share with you here, my frameworks, the way I wrote, and how I used some flowcharts. Everything of that I'm planning a little bit right now, but for the time being you can access my copies from there. Coming to the last question of in this entire segment, some trivial questions like where is the syllabus, how can I find out the syllabus of optionals or syllabus of UPSC and stuff. See, my dear friends, this is very basic. You can just go into the upsc.gov.in, which is the official website of civil UPSC, which conducts the CSE examination. You can find out the entire syllabus in the languages that you want from the government website. That is the one-stop source. And there's this one last thing which I would love to tell you, that everything that is there as a part of the preparation, or anything that comes to you in the course of preparation, sometimes you have some doubts. आपको कुछ डर होता है, लगता है यार ये कैसे होगा, वो कैसा होगा. देखिए, all your questions maybe I won't be able to answer all your questions. I'll be answering some questions here, but ultimately it's you who have to go through, you have to work a little bit, find out the resources. ठीक है, you will not find one place जहाँ पे you will get everything on one platter. That is one message I want to give. थोड़ा सा हाथ पाँव मारने पड़ेंगे, थोड़ा सा you'll have to work harder, find out some things. एग्जैक्टली टेलर मेड सोल्यूशन कोई किसी का नहीं दे सकता है. नोबडी कैन टेल यू एग्जैक्टली व्हाट टू डू टू गेट थ्रू. वी ऑल हैव आवर ओन डिफरेंट वेज ऑफ राइटिंग आंसर्स और आवर ओन स्ट्रैटेजीज. सम थिंग्स वर्क, सम डोंट वर्क. ठीक है, तो यू जस्ट हैव टू कीप डूइंग इट, keep testing yourself in tests and just keep working. That's the only thing, that's the only message I'll give you at the end. And but I would still say that I took up the top 14 15 13 14 questions which I felt are coming again. If there are any more questions, keep me posted here. I would again come back to it and try to answer it there. So till then, all the very best to all of you.